to being hailed as the princess of rap to becoming one of the most plagiarizing figures in hip-hop, Ice Spice had the world in the palm of her hands. She was everywhere, from your For You page to your Spotify playlist, and if you dared to scroll in Twitter of 2022, at least 3 memes would have popped up with her before you even finished your morning coffee. She wasn't just a rapper, she was a phenomenon. But the first thing about fame, at first, it hits you with all its energy and you feel unstoppable. But give it enough time and it'll crash hits just as hard. And for Ice, that crash came a lot faster than most people expected. One moment she was on top of the charts, next we're debating whether she's a one-hit wonder or an industry plant or just a meme that overstayed its welcome. Now, don't get me wrong, Ice Spice wasn't just some random SoundCloud rapper who tripped into fame. She had a formula, a brand, and she worked it well. But the internet has an attention span shorter than I don't even know what it's shorter than because it's so short. But one day you're the new favorite, the next day you're just background noise while we move on to the next big thing. And Ice Spice, well, she learned that lesson in real time. So, how did it happen? How did this Bronx drill rapper with one of the most viral hits of 2022 go from being the face of the new generation of female rappers to fighting to prove that she's more than just a trend? Today we're looking at the rise and fall of Ice Spice. But before I get into the video, are you a part of the best club ever? The Tasties. We're literally the only people on YouTube with music taste. So if you're not a tasty, then you're literally a loser. And I don't make the rules. So subscribe to become one of the best club person ever. A tasty. Do it now. Subscribe. In 2022, Ice Spice did what most upcoming rappers dream about. She cracked the code of virality. Her breakout single Munch, Feeling You, wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural reset. That song spread like a wildfire on TikTok with dances, lip syncs, and reaction videos. Even people who had no idea what Munch was still quoting it and listening to the song. And Twitter does what Twitter does best. Turn her into a meme machine. And just like that, Ice Spice went from an underground drill rapper in the Bronx to one of the most talked about artists on the planet. And let's be honest, the word munch itself isn't a part of the or daily vocabulary. Your friends didn't text you back? Munch. Your ex is still stalking you on Instagram, but acting like they don't care? Munch. The cashier at McDonald's gave you the sauce for 20 nuggets? Big munch. Ice Spice had basically rebranded the English language in one track. But the magic of Ice Spice wasn't just in the music, it was in the vibe. Her delivery was calm and almost effortless, like she's just talking over a beat, or like she literally sounds like she's talking. It made her stand out from the loud, aggressive drill scene. Combine that with her distinct curly ear, and it's like an instant recognizable look. And suddenly, she wasn't just another rapper, she was a brand. People loved her confidence, her nonchalant kind of energy, and the way she leaned into all the fun of it all. The industry notices too. Drake co-signed her and even flew her out to OV Ho Fest in Toronto, which by the way became its own headlight when he unfollowed her right after. Nicki Minaj basically crowned her as the Princess Diana of rap with their collab. And then, in the most unexpected plot twist ever, she ended up on a remix with Taylor Swift. Ice Spice was moving from the Bronx drill scene to mainstream pop royalty in less than a year. And that's not just a little rise or a little clout, that's really a rocket launch. And the fans were eating it up. Every new look, every new snippet, every new appearance, every paparazzi shot turned into a trending content. Ice Spice wasn't just making songs, she was making a moment in virality. And in today's music, being a moment is just as important as making the music. Then blink of an eye, she had gone from an unknown to almost unstoppable. The rise of Ice Spice wasn't slow, it was steady. It was instant, explosive, and loud. The question wasn't whether she'd make it, it was how long she could hold that position. By 2023, Ice Spice wasn't just blowing up, she was everywhere. If you open TikTok, there she was. If you turn on the radio, she was playing. If you went to Target and picked up a magazine, guess who was on the cover? This man in a suit. But yeah, Ice Spice was there too, I guess. She had officially moved from being a viral sensation to a certified mainstream star, and she wasn't slowing down. One of the smartest moves in her career came with Boy Alaya Part 2, and Pink Panthers already had a cult following her, and Ice Spice just brought her drill rap to her dreamy bubblegum pop vibe track, and it was the biggest collab of that year. The remix shot up on the Billboard charts and became one of the biggest songs of the year. And suddenly Ice Spice wasn't just a drill rapper, she was proving that she could jump genres and still dominate. And despite I said before that she was definitely big in 2022, with this collab with Pink Panthers pushed her so much further. And then came Princess Diana with Nicki Minaj. If Ice Spice was the princess of rap, Nicki Minaj was the queen. And the internet ate it up. It was like a coronation, a passing torch moment. Fans were screaming. Nicki got her protege. The music video hit millions of views in days, and their chemistry on the music video had everyone convinced that Spice was the new queen of rap. What really showed her reach was the collab with Taylor Swift. Out of nowhere, she was standing shoulder to shoulder with one of the biggest pop stars of all time. That's not just a collab, that's a cultural milestone. Think about it. How many drill rappers from the Bronx end up on the same track list as Taylor Swift? Exactly. Ice Spice has cracked the mainstream so wide open that she wasn't just a part of hip-hop conversations, she was a part of pop culture conversations as well. At her peak, Ice Spice was unstoppable. She had Billboard hits, magazine spread moments, viral moments, and even brands rolling in. Fashion companies wanted her, beauty brands wanted her, every award show wanted her on their carpet. She was dubbed as the princess of rap for a while, and it felt like she could actually hold on to that crown. The world wasn't just watching Ice Spice, they were obsessed with her. This was the golden era, this was the height of her career. Until the cracks began to show. But again, here's the thing about fame. The higher you climb, the more people are going to wait to see you slip. And for Ice Spice, the first cracks in her crown started showing sooner than anyone expected. At first, it was little things. People pointed out how a lot of her songs sounded, familiar. Just a bit familiar. The same flow, the same tone, the same vibe. What was her style started to feel more like a formula in the music world. And remember, formulas only work until people get bored of them. Fans started to joke about how every Ice Spice song sounds like an extended version of Munch. It's like she hit the copy and paste button because every song sounds the same, it's just that she changed a few words. Then came live performances. Now listen, stage performance is hard. Stage presence is hard. Not every artist can look, good on stage. But for Ice, she looked a bit too relaxed. You'd think that she's performing at a sleepover, not a music festival. The energy wasn't just translating live, and clips of her being more slow and sloggy on performances started going viral for all the wrong reasons. Fans started to clown, saying that she's moved like a background character from Sims, but I definitely understand because it sounds, she literally just stands and she sounds like she's reading from a cereal box. Now, of course, every artist has a night off, but once that narrative sticks, the internet runs with it. And for Ice Spice, that low energy that everyone was talking about, that low energy repetition, became the crack in her image. And again, this kind of rapping that she has was her formula. But again, formulas has to change in a while. The internet makes you famous overnight, but it also gets tired overnight. And with Ice Spice, the conversation started shifting that from she's the future of rap to can she even rap and can she even keep up this repetition. As quickly as Ice Spice rose, the tide began to turn. Fame is a funny thing. It builds you up in a matter of months, but it can fall just as fast. And suddenly, the internet that had crowned her as the princess of rap was starting to question her talent, her stage presence, and even saying that she is untalented and she's a flop and etc. New rappers started popping up everywhere, stealing attention, and doing it in ways that felt fresher, louder, and more versatile. Meanwhile, Ice Spice was stuck in the shadow of her own formula. The same catchy flows, the same chill line delivery, the same whispery, nonchalant vocals. People were getting tired of it. And people began to joke that it's starting to sound bad. Critics began asking tough questions. Was she an industry plant? Was her music overly manufactured? Could she evolve and prove that she was more than a meme? In the music world, longevity matters as much as the debut. And for Ice Spice, sustaining her success required more than catchy hooks. But by the end of 2023, the fall was clear. Ice Spice wasn't disappointed, far from it. But the hype had diminished. Fans were divided, new artists were taking the center of the stage, and the internet had moved on from Ice Spice. And it was a harsh lesson about viral fame. It lifts you up immediately fast, and then it will push you down. Now, moving on to 2024, Ice Spice has gotten a lot thinner, and people starting now criticizing her body weight, saying that she lost her thickness. But in 2025, she's starting to tease a lot more music, and she even released a collab with Latto, Gyatt. And I'm going to be completely honest, she definitely sounds a lot more better on this. This sounds a lot more versatile. And if she keeps up this versatility, she can be a lot more better in the oncoming future. But what are your thoughts on this rise and fall of Ice Spice? What are your thoughts on Gyatt, her verse on Gyatt? What do you think that she can do to bring up her stage performance or everything that's bringing her down? Comment down below, guys. I like to read your opinions. So yeah, comment down below and subscribe to become a tasty. And just thank you so much for watching. I love you. Mwah.